Hi, and welcome. My name is Mia, and today we will be talking about mental health. I like to start my own mental health channel. Why do I want to start a mental health channel? Because I feel, with this year, there's been a lot of deaths, okay? Some people, I knew suffered from mental illness, recently, passed away. It's been in the news about Mac Miller. He passed away, and they also said that he struggled from certain issues. And it's touching to me. And, I know a lot of celebrities are speaking out about this, trying to get the word out, and I want to get the word out as well. Normally we do the business channel for Priceless Fashions, but today I'm going to start something brand new. The one thing that I want to do is I want you to feel that you can talk and you can be open about your feelings. So feel free to leave comments, feel free to email me, and, talk about your struggles. I've seen a lot of posts on Facebook. It's the holidays. People are sad. People are depressed. A lot of us lost loved ones. I lost my parents 8 years ago, 3 months apart. My mother was a 5-year cancer survivor, and it's hurtful every day. What has been helping me lately is the fact that I'm able to write my feelings out on paper. So right now I'm going to start this channel off with expressing some of my emotions. Sometimes I have different emotions and I have different, I don't know how to say it, episodes, so to speak. And every time I'm in a mood, I want to write it down. So I want to share this poem with you and start off with that. I currently suffer from borderline personality disorder, which causes extreme rage and emotions, depression. Some things I can control, some things I have to work on very hard to control, but I'm trying to get better each day. A lot of the treatments for it is DBT, dialectic behavior therapy, continent thinking. If I can train the way I think and feel about myself, I can, control some of the emotions that lay upon me. Another thing I say is a healthy body, a healthy mind. So what I've been doing is going to the gym 3 times a week, working out. If I get frustrated, I maybe hit the punching bag and, throw a couple punches in, release that anger. Working out seems to help me a lot. I really, really enjoy it. Sometimes it's hard to work out when you're depressed. You want to go there and you're like, I'm too sad to lift these weights. And physically you feel weak, but you're not. Emotionally you feel sad. You have no energy to do it. But the best thing about working out is just a whole bunch of different types of way to work out. So you can, I go to the steam room. I use the jacuzzi. So when I'm depressed and I don't have a lot of energy and I'm not pumped up, ready to go, I like to relax and calm my body as well as calm my mind. Each emotion is different for me. I'm pretty much angry. If you ever seen the Family Guy episode called Grind My Gears, where he does the whole segment, that's like me, because things really get on my nerves. And it could be simple, could not be. Another part of my illness is I'm antisocial. So that means that I don't like people. I do. I'm a very nice person. If you ever meet me, you'll be like, she's so nice, But the truth is I really have problems socially. Just recently, I'll give you an example. I had a friend, and we, with my business, I'm always trying to do different collaborations and, work with people and, get a step ahead, get noticed. And recently I lost a friendship because of it, because there was a show that we planned for together and I worked really hard for, and she had an emergency with her husband and she canceled the whole show. And I took that very personal after you knew that I spent money on advertising, and, the show didn't have to be canceled. I would have did the show anyway. We both, paid half for the show. Everything was going good. and it got canceled, and it really affected me. And people would have been like, oh, let it go, but I sat on it for 3 days, and I was pissed off. I'm not gonna lie. I was sad and I was angry all at the same time. And the one thing I started to do was, the holidays are coming. I think of my mom. I get sad. I write. I got mad at her. I started to write. So these are 2 poems that came out of 2 different incidents of how I was feeling. Now I will never talk to her again. I will say hi. I will say bye. As far as our friendship, it's pretty much over. Is that really necessary? Maybe not to, an average person, but to me, yes. Because the thing about me is I tell you straightforward. I'm 100% honest with you, and I'm like, listen, this is me. This is what to do, what not to do, and if you do it, that's it. I'm a one and done policies. Like, with children, I had 1 kid, and I said 1 and I'm done. So that's a one and done policy. You double cross me, or if I feel I've been double crossed, or I feel my feelings have been hurt, I just cut you off. I won't talk to you. I won't, I erase your number. It's pretty kiddish to some people, but to me, it's what I need, because I just can't deal with people, I guess. I'm very nice and sociable. I have a good marketing standpoint. I was great in sales when I worked. Another reason why I started my own business is because I went through a lot of jobs. And I've tried to climb the ladder up and up and up, and I find that I can't work with people. That's just me, so I decided I don't want to work for anybody, and every time I got a job, it just didn't pay enough, or it didn't keep me financially happy, or it didn't obtain to my goals. And my dad always taught me to be independent and, never let somebody put a price tag on what you're worth. So I decided to open my own business. It's an online business. I don't have to deal with people. I just buy, sell, and ship. I do a lot of promotions. I keep up with a lot of different events throughout the city. And I meet people there. I meet my customers. I vend, and that's all good, because I work one day and that's it. I might not have to ever see you again, and that's okay with me. So it's a little bit different. It's a new business, so I'm starting financially. I'm trying to get ahead, but it's great. It's great. It's awesome. I have my own business. I have my own schedule. I could go wherever I want. I could do whatever I want, and I don't have anybody tell me what to do. Because part of another symptom of my illness is I do not like to be told what to do. A lot of people have that and they don't have mental illnesses, but it's true. I take it like I'm not worthy, or I'm not good enough, or you're trying to boss me around, or something that may or may not even be true. But that's just how I am. That's just how I take things. So another issue is rage. I have really bad anger, and it took me a lot of years to, realize that you have to control your temper. And I'm still doing stuff that I shouldn't be doing, and it's pretty funny sometimes because I act like a child throwing a temper tantrum, but I can't help it. I mean, some parts I can, and I'm working on different ways and different coping mechanisms and stuff. Like when I get mad, I like to go to gym. When I get sad, I like to write. So there's different ways that I can deal with it to get me through the day. And I'm aware of my triggers. Another good thing about having something is to know what makes you tick. There are triggers with people in mental health. And I know my triggers, so I try to stay away from anything that's going to trigger me, and that's why I don't really socialize with people, because they trigger me, and you can do something, and I could just get pissed off, and it's not a happy ending. I am very high emotion, so I'm really, really happy when I'm really happy, like extremely positive, extremely happy. I feel like the richest person in the world. I feel like everything's going my way. And life is good, and I'm very blessed. Then the next day I could wake up and my life sucks, and I'm very sad, and I can't get out of bed, or I can't leave the house. One day I was out, and I told my man, I said, Dave, I got to go home. He's like, what? I said, I can't be out. What do you mean you can't be out? You've been sitting in the house. I said, I can't. I'm sitting in the house because I can't go outside. I can't be out. When I'm out, I'm agitated or I'm just not 100% there. And I find out when I was working, sometimes, I'd go on break and I'd be mad about something, or sometimes I go in the bathroom and I want to cry, or it's just different. It's different every day, and I found that, you can't go to work like that because my mind isn't 100% there. And that's not good. So I had to do a little soul searching, and I had to really figure out what I want to do. And I've always been a big fan of fashion. I used to model when I was younger, so I love fashion, I love clothes, I love traveling, and I figured, hey, why don't we just open up a store, open up a fashion business, and let's go for it. And that's what I did, and so far so good. But the one thing that I want to express to you is that you are not alone, okay? You're not. There's millions of people that suffer from different mental illnesses. Some are good, some are bad. Some people that work in the mental health industry have mental illnesses. But the thing about me and why I wanted to do this channel is a lot of stuff don't work, okay? I've tried it. I've tried calling crisis lines, and before they even come, it was like 2 hours before they even showed up. I could have been dead or something. And they, it's a crisis line and you're waiting 2 hours to get to me. I thought that was a little absurd, okay? Another thing is the doctors and everything, oh, you're diagnosed with this, let's give you a pill. Well, some of them pills aren't good. Medications didn't work well for me. Some people have, extreme episodes on medication that can cause overdoses. Or they mix their medications with drugs and alcohol, The first thing the doctor says is, here, let's, you feel depressed, write her an antidepressant. Hey, you have anxiety, let's write her a benzo. And I don't believe in that. I've tried that, and they just would pretty much give you the medication and send you on your way. And, I took a medication one time, I had extreme tremors. I couldn't hold a cup of coffee. I was like, like, what kind of, how is this helping me? I'm walking around like that all the time. I mean, really. Some of them, if you miss the dose, one day I was on vacation, I forgot my medication, I was sick for 2 days. And I was like, wow, One time I was on a medication, I had some alcohol, blacked out, didn't know what happened to me. So, I mean, there's a lot of crazy stuff happened to me in my life. So, one thing that I learned is so you have to really connect with your therapist. If you like therapy, which I do, I love therapy. That's why I'm doing this, so that way maybe I could be part of your therapy and connect with you. Because I like talking, and I like talking to people, and I want to help people. And therapy is a good way, but there's different forms of therapy that you can do, but you really have to connect with your therapist, and you have to like them. I had a therapist one day that just sat and nodded her head. Sure. And then when you ask her for advice, she'd say like the most basic stuff, and I'm like, you know what? How is this helping me? Like, you're not even helping me. They look at their paper and, Has that ever happened to anybody? Everybody go to therapy and you're just like, this lady's more crazier than I am. So you quit. You don't want to go no more. That's what I did. I quit. I didn't want to go no more. As a female, sometimes you'll get a male therapist and you kind of don't want to connect with him, or you don't feel like you can open up. So that's another factor. If you're a male and you want a female, if you're a female and you want a male doctor or a female doctor, you have to know that too. I'm not a big fan of medications. I'm not a big fan of some of the programs. Some of them they have walk-in centers where you walk in and they tell you everything's okay and they let you walk out the door. I tried that. I had extreme anger one night, and I said, oh my God, I don't want to hurt nobody. I'm going to hurt somebody. And I was raging, man. And I said, oh wow. And the thing about me is I have a family, and I don't want to show that in front of my family. So I didn't think it was healthy. So I walked into this center. I said, I need help. Someone help me. I'm very angry, and I don't want, I don't want my kid to see that I'm angry, and I don't want her to copy my behaviors because they're not good behaviors. And they sat and they told me that everything was fine and it was normal, that and that I could do outpatient treatment, and they referred me here and referred me there, and by the time you get on the damn waiting list, you pretty much give up, and then you could be fine, So there's a lot of different angles but I don't believe in the system works for everybody. I believe that there are people that do have extreme mental health that the system failed, and I believe that there's a lot of doctors that just want to write you a script to get rid of you, and who knows what those medications could do. I took a medication, I felt like a zombie. The other one, I felt like I was on crack for 3 days or something, I mean, there's just so much. So I decided that I do not want to take any medications. I'm okay with the therapy and talking to people. I'm okay with certain groups. I'm going to try the new DBT, the dialect behavior therapy, to train my way of thinking. Because, like I said, I could think that the world is ending, but it's not. I could think I have no friends, but everybody loves me. I mean, it's just the way that you accept things. I'm always thinking when I'm really sad and depressed that I'm never good enough. And then I get mad and jealous and envy of others that may or may not have any relation to me. I could watch something on TV and see a nice girl with a big house and be like, why can't I have a house like that? Start crying for no reason, I'm very emotional. So I thank God for the blessings He did give me, number one. And I thank my family for sticking by me, because I'm not easy to deal with. So it's, I thank God that they stick by me and they have the patience enough to, cope with and accept my illness, or whatever you want to call it. I think that my illness makes me very unique. I could do things other people can't do, and it's just different. And I found that, number one, I'm a really good writer when I'm sad. So right now I'm going to share 2 poems that I recently wrote. One was when I was angry, really angry, and the other one was when I was really sad and I was, thinking about my mom and my dad, and it was just a lot for me, So here we go. The first poem is called The Rage Within. Hate and rage become me. It traps me from within. I can feel it crawling deep inside my skin. The more I try to do the right thing, the more pain and hurt I feel. But today I will not kneel. I will stand tall, and it is not God that I call. The power of the darkness spreads like a plague. It consumes me and takes me away. Floating in the air without a care, can I be saved? Is it my life to spare? Looking in the mirror, the reflection staring back. Once such a good girl, now I'm waiting to attack. Eyes are dark and black, no light to see. Sometimes I question, is this really me? How did this come to be? What in life made me see? Nothing but darkness, hate, and envy. My kindness is my downfall, so open to trust. All is good until my heart gets crushed. Then like a wave that hits you from behind, here I come to revenge what is mine. You will never see it coming, that's how good I am. I know your weakness. Like a prey in the night, I attack, then take flight. You won't hurt me or make me cry. Silly me, listening to all your lies. But now the time has come for me to take back my pride. Never again will I run and hide. I'm coming out the shadows and rising up to send a message, you can all get fucked. I will give you anything till you cross the line. You fuck with me and I'll break your spine. So how can a good girl turn so bad? The truth is very, very sad. Someone hurt me. Someone betrayed her trust. And now in life she must adjust. Now here's a lesson you must fight back. I can make up for the things you lack. I can be strong when you are weak. I can smile when you cry. I see through you when you lie. I can forgive when you can't, and I will carry you when you can't walk. I will speak when you're too afraid to talk. When needed, I'll be there, but double-cross me, and you'll live in fear. Don't underestimate the rage within. And that's one of them. Another one is called sorrow. Today's sorrows will go away. Tomorrow is a brand new day. My tears will dry, no need to cry. Good things are coming my way. I just need to have faith. Patience is the key. Surrender now, for you will be free. Love will take the place of pain and hate. God is waiting at the pearly gate. Open up your heart to Him. Let Him guide you. Choose the path. Me plus you, it's simple math. How I miss you every day. Choosing anger is not the way. I take back all I've done. Sometimes it seems like the devil's really won. I regret it every day, not being there and the words I say. I can't take back, but I wish to see your face one last time to tell you I love you and how grateful I am to call you mine. All I wanted was to make you proud, for me to stand out from the crowd. You've always taught me to rise above, to follow my heart and always love. Somehow I went astray, but no matter what, I always pray. Sometimes I yell and fight, I give up and you show me the light. Will this sorrow go away? How did I even end up this way? Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. But no matter what, I'm always sad. These tears won't stop, my fists are raised. These tears won't stop and my fists are raised. And how I hate it every day. Sometimes I think I'm all alone, facing four walls to call my own. I seem to hurt the people I love. I hope you're watching from above. I know your work was finished and God called you home. But I was left behind, so here I am, asking and reaching out for a hand. Please come and take it and guide the way. Help me with this sorrow and bring me brighter days. The darkness is surrounding me, I'm sinking within. Bring me to the surface and help me swim. I really do love you with all my heart. How to forgive is what I forgot. I lost everything you gave me. There's nothing left. You're not here. And all it's left is doubt and fear. I can't bear this sorrow. Now I'm wishing for no tomorrow. And this printed out very badly. That's why it's like 5 pages when it should have been like this. And it's like this. It's very strange. It makes me mad. Another thing I did is with my writing, I sent it in and I published my NCD, which if you stay tuned to the channel, I can upload it and let you listen to it. It's called Life by Mia Tarr. And it's a very nice, slow, mellow jazz song. Very good if you like it. The words, you just got to really listen to the words. Because that's the key into what I'm saying, or the lyrics that I wrote them. So those are some examples of, you know, how I feel and how I express them down on paper. And life is hard, people. Life is hard. And we might be labeled many different things. People might say, hey, she's crazy. But that's okay, because I am unique, and I am me, and I love me. And sometimes I wake up and I'm so thankful, and some days I wake up and I hate the world. But no matter what, we can get through this. And I'm expressing that, hey, I have something. And you could call it what you want. You can call it a disease, you can call it a crazy mind, you can call it a mental illness, you can call whatever you want. But you know what? I don't care. And I don't care about your opinion, whether it's good or bad or negative. And you shouldn't either, okay? Once you start caring what other people think and promoting yourself into a way you want to be looked at, oh, well, I want to wear makeup every day because I want people to feel I'm pretty. No. No, you don't want people to feel you're pretty. You want to feel pretty, with or without makeup. That's why, you know, when I dress people up and I give them my fashions and everything, I feel good. And you want to know why I feel good? Is because maybe, just maybe, I just help somebody with low self-esteem by dressing them in the right dress and making them look fantastic. You know, there's so much that you can do to help somebody. And that's why I'm doing this channel, is because maybe people could feel they could reach out. Maybe my crazy life and my stories will make you laugh and realize, hey, I'm not alone, or hey, this girl's way crazier than me. I feel better about myself. Whatever it is. I could call this segment Rage With Me and complain about everything I get mad about, you know. I can do things to where every time I'm sad, I cry and teach you that it's okay. Because I cry a lot. I'm a grown woman and I cry like a child. Sometimes I watch movies and cry, and some of them aren't even true. I cried on a Law and Order episode before. This thing about, you know, dying and things in the news, and it's sad, okay? And one thing that I've always been very high opinionated about was drugs and alcohol. And a lot of people are like, well, who are you to judge? Well, that may be true, you know, but a lot of people with mental illnesses do suffer from drugs and alcohol. And it may or may not be the answer for you, but when someone is lost, there's always a way to be found. And I have rage towards certain topics, and I have big love with certain topics, and that's just the way I am. But today, I'm not going to be silent. I'm going to express my opinion, and I hope that you could do the same. I don't know what I want to be. I'm pretty much tongue-tied. I don't know what to say. I sat up for 3 days trying to figure out what I was going to say and what not to say, because I don't want to offend anybody, or I don't want to, you know, get on a touchy subject that might hurt people's feelings. But I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know what tomorrow will bring. I don't know what kind of mood I'll be in. But the one thing that I do know is that I can deal with my mental illness, and I can get better, and I can live a happy life if I just know what to do and what not to do. And I will not let a label describe me, okay? That's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, okay? Just because they labeled you doesn't mean anything. It took me years just to get the right label. They were calling me bipolar, major depressive, antipsychotic, which that one might have been a right little psychotic. Watch way too many horror movies. But, I mean, it's funny, you know, like, I try to use humor in a way. People that know me and that are close to me are like, she's so funny. She's so hilarious. Like, I was talking the other day about Kegel weights. Okay, so kids leave the room, we're going to get on a subject. This is for the women. Kegel weights, or what I call pussy weights. They're weights that go up in your vagina, and you're supposed to squeeze them and hold them in to tighten your pelvic muscles, okay? Now, I had one child, but after my one child, my pelvic muscles are not strong enough, so I go to the bathroom like a lot. Don't take me on a road trip, because first hour or 2 hours we're in, we got to stop at the rest stop already. We'll never get there on time, they said. So the one day my man brought me a cup. He said, I'm not stopping 50 times for you to go to the bathroom all the time. Here's a cup. Pee in the cup. I said, I can't pee in this cup. What am I going to do? So we were talking, and somebody said, you know what? I said, I got to go to physical therapy, the doctor said. I got to strengthen my muscles, And they were like, you just need Kegel weights. I'm like, what the hell's that? Vagina weights, pussy weights. You never heard of them? No. What are they? So I looked them up online, and they're these two little balls, and they go in your, and you're supposed to squeeze your muscles and hold them there, right? So this was a joke when I first started. I said, you know what? I don't even think I'd be able to hold the weights in. They'd probably fall out. Well, I'll be darned. I'm going to tell you, I'll be darned if that wasn't a true statement. I was just joking at the time. I got these the other day. I haven't had them for long. I ordered them online. And I'm like, what is this? Like, what am I supposed to do? They said, leave, I read the instructions, leave them in for like 4 hours, squeeze every 5 seconds. And I'm like, okay. So I was like, all right, I'm going to go to the gym. So I'm at the gym, and I'm on one of them stepper machines, and I'm working out. And I must have squeezed or something, because I'll be damned if these things didn't start popping out. I was like, oh my God, I got to get to the bathroom. I had to get in the bathroom, take a mat, continue my workout. And I'm like, wow. I was like, wasn't that funny? It really happened. I told you I really couldn't hold them. You can't hold these. How are they supposed to be held? You go to pee, you try to push, they fall out. Not like that, but like, slowly. So I must be pushing instead of squeezing or something, but I'll tell you what, they're not for me. I don't know how to do them. I'm going to continue to try to get better at it and to see if it helps me. So far I was able to, have 3 cups of coffee and not pee in the next like 2.5 hours. I used to go to work and that happened. You work an 8-hour shift, you're pissing like 20 times. People are like, where'd she go? Where'd she go? Bathroom. Sorry, gotta go to the bathroom. Please hold. Sorry, gotta go to the bathroom. One job I had was the answering service, and I was the only one there. And I said, well, what about it? They said, you have to answer the phones. Well, I said, what about if you gotta go to the bathroom? I go to the bathroom a lot. Plus, I drink coffee all night. So what am I gonna do? And she said, oh, well, you just got to try to hold it or something. I don't know. The bathroom at that job was on the 2nd floor. So not only did I have to go up a floor to make it to the bathroom, but I was the only one there. So the phones are going off the hook. One day my boss comes in. They said, that line was ringing for 10 minutes. No one answered it. I said, well, I must have been in the bathroom. So how many times do you go to the bathroom? Like 5, 6 times, I don't know. I have to go to the bathroom. She said, try not to drink so much coffee. Just try to drink a couple sips of water, whatever. So I did. I tried. And here we go again. Next week, they said, oh, we got another complaint. And I said, oh, man, was I in the bathroom again? I mean, it's pretty funny because what kind of person, you ever see the people that smoke the cigarettes and go through a 6-hour shift, can't have to take like 5 cigarette breaks? You give 2 15-minute breaks, and they use them all to smoke a cigarette. Well, I don't smoke cigarettes. I go to the bathroom. And it's pretty funny because I'm trying to use these things to help me, and those aren't working, and they really fall out. And I'm like, wow, I was just joking. I didn't really think that it was that bad that would happen. I was like, can you imagine that? Walking down the street, having your kettle weights fall out. Good thing I wasn't wearing a skirt. Or Kegel weights, I'm sorry. So everybody started laughing and everything. I said, wow, I didn't know that could be true. But it is, people. It is. And now I can't work jobs because that's why I work at home, work online because I have to go to the bathroom so much. Another thing was I always liked to eat. You weren't allowed to have food. I walked in one day, I had a banana, and they said, no, you can't have that food on the floor. You have to eat it in the break room. I said, really? You want me to walk all the way back down? By the time I walk back down in the break room, I'll probably finish, my banana will be gone. So I went in the bathroom and ate my banana. They weren't stopping me from eating my banana. But there's just some little facts and tips and funny stories. Some of the crazy things I do when I get mad. I do crazy things, I'm not going to lie. People should know not to mess with me. There's people that walk around and they want to be feared. Well, I'm one of them. I want you to be scared. I want you to run. When you see me coming, you step aside. Because a lot of men didn't, and a lot of men died. My daddy taught me that. Yes, God rest his soul. But, yes, I do pretty funny, crazy things. That's what makes me unique. It's what some people love about me, is my sense of humor and the fact that I don't think like everybody else. So, yes, I'm probably one of the crazy ones. And I'm pretty sure that I'm proud of that, because you're not going to find another one of me. And when you buy my outfits, you're not going to find another one of them either. So always keep that in mind. And I want to just wish everybody a happy holiday. Today is the day before Thanksgiving. And I want to wish everybody happy Thanksgiving. Those of you that are not celebrating Thanksgiving, good for you. Those that are, good for you too. And I know a lot of people lost a lot this year. People lost children, people lost sons, sisters, brothers. But the point is there's loved ones that are not with us for the holidays. And I don't have my family. And it's just 3 of us. Well, 4, include my mother-in-law. So it hurts. I think about them. But the one thing that keeps me going on the holidays and keeps a smile on my face is that my mom loved holidays. And no matter what kind of mood she was in, she'd decorate and she'd continue. And it didn't matter if 3 people were coming or we had 10 people coming, she would still cook and she'd still decorate and she'd still clean. And I'd get dressed up every holiday. I get dressed up every holiday. I don't care if I'm going anywhere. I'm getting dressed up because that's part of my family tradition. You know, my mom always bought me a Sunday Easter dress or a Christmas dress. And all the holidays I had to look good. And that's part of me. And I still continue that. Now I put that on my daughter. I don't care if we're not even going anywhere. You're getting dressed up. You're getting a dress. You're doing whatever you need to do. And it keeps me going because I have happy memories. And I want to carry on what she taught me and what she gave me. And I keep it here. And I might not even want to celebrate that holiday that day. Or I may wake up miserable. But at the end of the day, I have a smile on my face because I have love in my heart. And I have those memories. So even though you may have lost somebody, I want you to know that they are always there. And that you keep their memory alive by cherishing the happy moments that you did spend. Everybody cries. So it's okay to cry if you miss somebody or talk about them. You know, everybody kind of seems like people die and they forget. Well, I don't forget. I don't. And every year I think of something. Like, we used to go to Ogilvy. And that was like really important to me that I brought my daughter to Ogilvy and showed her that, because that was one of the things that my mom always did. And it always made me happy. And a lot of people have family traditions they follow. It's okay to make new traditions. It's okay to change it up. But the dead are dead, okay, and they're not coming back. And that's hard to say, and it's pretty blunt, but it's true. But their spirit and their memories are alive in you. And there are ways that you can deal with it. And you don't have to isolate. You don't have to be angry. It's okay to be sad. It's okay to miss people. But know that, you know, by honoring their life is something that carries on. It's just the way it is. And it's hard and it's blunt to say, but it's true. You can think negative of it or you can think positive of it. And that's just the way it is. So whatever you choose to do, no matter what, I'm 100% beside you. And I support you, and I want you to know that you are not alone. I've offered homeless people to my house on Thanksgiving, and they didn't even show up. And I felt bad. I said, wow, I can't even get a homeless person to come to dinner, you know? Like, I'm always trying to do something. When the holidays come, I try to do something kind. I try to share. And, you know, sometimes people don't have families, and I don't like them to be alone on holidays, or I always invite them over, and you can offer. They might not show up, but the offering means a lot. And don't take it personal if they don't show up. Maybe that's just what they prefer. I remember one year my mom took me to Salvation Army, and she said, these people don't have much, but I want you to see the blessings that they do have, you know, and it's a blessing for me that I'm able to help volunteer, you know, and we sat and we ate with them, and it was pretty good. And you know, there's a lot of fires in California, so the holidays probably aren't the best time for these people because their house is burned down, you know, or their loved members passed away, and there's a lot of tragedy that's happening in the world. There's things that happen that we can't control. But to know that there is a purpose for everything and there's a destiny for everyone kind of makes life a little bit easier and makes the road a little bit smoother to walk on. And trust in God, you know, whatever your religion is, or, you know, who you believe, just have some type of higher power belief and have faith that things will work out. The good, the bad, it's all meant for a reason. And that's it. So I would like to use this channel and open it up. I don't know what the title of it's going to be yet. I don't know how many posts I'm going to do, but feel free to comment below. I'm not going to tell you to subscribe because everybody does that. If you just want to watch it and not subscribe, that's okay. And I will also ask you for a thumbs up for the video, and my next post will have my personal information. I'm going to open up an email line if you want to write into me, or send me some of your poems. If you're a writer, then feel free to do that. It'd be a private email. Nobody will see it but me. It will not be shared. And maybe we can start something new and have it become a success and help someone along the way. So thank you for listening, and have a great, blessed holiday.